Welcome to Pontification Nation. This is Ricky Skittle, your host, as always, coming to you live from my mother's basement. We have a great new segment today called Sunday Reading. This is something that I picked up off of a blog that I read. It was posted in the comments on an article about Nicolas Maduro and his appeal to the United States. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to read this to you, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. When I first read it, it sounded like something that I would write, the bones of it, not necessarily the details, but the bones. And I really just wanted to kind of read it, get it out there, and kind of set the tone for what this channel is really going to be about. We are the meteor. They are the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs that are in control of our nation are old and do not understand any other way of life than vicious imperialism. They do not understand compassion or empathy or understanding, respect, or love. The world has been this way for thousands of years. We are attempting to transition from the old ways of conquering, war, domination, and enslavement into an entirely new dimension. But the old forces are not allowing this transition to come easily. Oh, no, they are not, my friends. They are fighting with everything they have, and they have a lot. They have full control over our nation's mainstream media establishment. And furthermore, they have full control over the world's global financial system and how it operates. This gives them incredible power to get away with almost anything they want to get away with. The reality is that most of us Americans, and I agree, this isn't right, but we don't pay attention to what is going on in the world. We have our cars, our houses. We don't think too deeply about the world around us. For the have-nots, aka the poor, they are too disenfranchised and homeless or whatever to do anything about it. Nobody is united. There are only small groups and small pockets of resistance here and there. Previous attempts to break this mold, which were led by President John F. Kennedy and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, ended in assassination. We didn't question the official narratives at the time surrounding these assassinations. Neither did the media. They sold us a packaged bill of goods. Who knows if we'll ever know the truth behind that. Very few question the events of 9/11. And very few people take a look at what is happening outside of what the mainstream media is telling them. People's needs are generally taken care of, and that's all that matters to us. The only real hope now lies in the younger generations, those of us who grew up with the internet. We are a little less brainwashed. We read the alternative media. Heck, I'd say we are the alternative media. They have access to more information and therefore the truth. We are questioning things. We are angry about what is happening and what our country is doing. Furthermore, there is a growing sense amongst the general population that the powers that be in the mainstream media do not serve our interests, which is why Donald Trump was elected president. So I would not say that all hope is lost and the U.S. is doomed to start another World War III. Whatever you do, don't give up. There is a growing awareness in the USA about what our country has become. We are tired and pissed off with the status quo. It would take only a single charismatic leader who can unite the people, an American Putin, if you will, to completely change everything. The rise of such a leader who would unite the tens of millions of those in the younger generations who truly, actually, really want change and lead them against the forces of oppression and death. We could change everything before you even knew it. The empire will not be able to continue destroying nations when it faces a civil war in its main center of power, the United States. This time is now fast approaching. I believe it must, and that it will happen. The alternative is that the elite, who are desperate to hang on to power and avoid paying for their just disgusting crimes against humanity, we'll start World War III, and we will all be forced to experience the horrors of a nuclear war. Then nobody wins, except for the military-industrial complex and the elite, but that won't happen. There is going to be a movement of true change in the United States that will be sparked when everyone least expects it. In what will seem to be the darkest hour for mankind, just in time to save this doomed world. Believe it. It is coming. We are coming. You are coming. I am coming. Now, a couple things I just want to talk about quickly. We have the Super Bowl this evening, so I don't want to keep anyone too long. But talking about the Civil War that they could not withstand, it's my personal opinion and belief that there is a civil war going on right now that is a silent civil war that is happening behind the scenes, and we see little glimpses and symptoms of it all the time. So just think about how much fake news comes out. I mean, it's like, the BuzzFeed article, etc., Don Jr., whatever you want to say. I mean, there's Congress people peddling these lies. I mean, this is true information warfare that is going on between the Patriots and the cabal, right? All the fake indictments coming out of Mueller. I think, just Tony Podesta, Huma, the intelligence community, all these people. Like, where's Tony Podesta and why isn't he getting tried like Manafort? They're the same person. Because there's probably something going on there. But in any case, there is a civil war that has already started. I believe the charismatic leader, when history is written, we'll look back and we'll know that was Donald Trump. But without we the people, Donald Trump cannot win this war. So I just want to say, let's wake up. Because do we really want socialism? Because that's our option right now. Constitutionalism or socialism? Because the left is no longer a part of our constitutional republic. They don't want our constitutional republic. They don't like our constitutional republic. They're one of the first bills they put out in the Democrat House was to abolish the Electoral College because they don't want the Midwest states to have a say. They just want California to decide the election. That's not right. And that's not what this country's about. But that's what they're about. So you got to ask yourself, is this really what you want? Thanks so much for listening today. If you haven't yet, stop by the landing page and hit the big red subscribe button and smash the bell for notifications so you get notified whenever we have new content coming out. Thank you so much. Again, this is Ricky Skittle for Pontification Nation.